Hey everybody, John Peterson from John Peterson Photo. I'm here with another video for you today, and this one's a little bit different. I'm not going to be talking about any gear or any locations, but more of the frame set or the mindset around when I go out shooting. And the thing that really hit me kind of today is thinking, what does it take for me to feel successful out on a photo shoot? And I started writing out my blog for today, and it really came down to, for me to feel successful for a shoot, I need to come home with at least one image that I'm happy with. It doesn't have to be that epic shot that you put up on the wall, it's framed, printed on metal, whatever it may be. It can just be a shot that I'm proud of, I'm happy with, it's pleasing to look at, it's fun to process. There's a lot of different criteria for happiness for photography, but I just want to have one shot that I come back with. The whole shoot doesn't have to be epic. I will say that part of my expectations are they increase with the size or the complexity of the trip. If I'm just running out to the Columbia River Gorge, which is just a short little trip for me, I don't have high expectations. Sometimes I don't even come home with a shot that I like, but my expectations aren't very high. Yet if I travel hundreds of miles or thousands of miles even, my expectations are higher that I come back with some shots that I like. And I try to talk to myself and say, you know what? Just shoot, and what will be will be. Yet, I still have these expectations. If I put out a lot of effort, I want to have some results that come back. That's part of my definition of successful. And what spurred this thought on for me as I was reviewing some of my images from last year, and of particular note, I led a workshop up in Alaska shooting Alaskan brown bears feeding on the salmon in the rivers, and it's an epic trip. Regardless, no matter as many times as I've gone on it, it is an absolutely epic trip. And to get there, you got to fly on multiple airplanes, drive in a truck, fly and float planes into Katmai National Park, and so it's a pretty big commitment to get there. And I was so focused on our clients this year and making sure that they got the shots they wanted. I didn't shoot much, and even when I'm leading workshops, I still shoot one or two frames. I still will shoot a little bit, and I wanted to come home with something that I was proud of. And it wasn't until the second to the last day that something happened, and I got a sequence of 5 shots that I was super happy with. And at the time and since that trip, I have said that it's this one sequence that made the entire trip for me. It's a large commitment financially, time-wise, effort-wise, to pull off this trip, and it's this one sequence that I came back with and said, yep, that's the one that made this entire trip. So let me show you the sequence here real quick. So here's the sequence of shots I wanted to show you that made this Alaska trip for me. And this is a bear that was feeling playful one day, and it was playing with its food. So in this first sequence, so sorry for the resolution, it's blown up big, but the bear had reached down into the river, picked up a salmon, and began to fling it up in the air. The next shot, you can see how the salmon has left its mouth. You can even see some blood or eggs or something coming out of the salmon. The water drops are beautiful. I had just the right shutter speed, just the right aperture for this particular sequence. The third one, the salmon's still flying. You can see the bear's arm starting to come forward. The fourth shot, the bear starts to connect with the salmon. It's swatting it, basically. And this is called bear swat, this sequence. And so he's hitting the salmon. And the fifth sequence, you can see the salmon start to deform around the bear. And this sequence is absolutely epic. I showed it to an outfitter that we work with up there, and who's been doing this for about 30 years, and he's never seen this kind of behavior, never seen this kind of sequence. And so this was the thing that made this entire trip worth it. These 5 frames. I shot, I don't know, 600-700 images. I wasn't shooting all that much over a week. And shooting on, a high burst rate. So I didn't really capture that much, but this one sequence made the entire trip worth it. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.